Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992. I think I nailed that clip. And today we are back with a brand new episode of the Spfl show. Now, as you can see, there's the two boys with me because Ryan Marminate's, again, absolutely useless. So let's just introduce the regular guests and the boys that never let me down, Mr. Sharpdiv himself.
It's me, Sharpdiv.
Hello, I can see that by your name. Your name
I know, look, actually, so if anybody was mistaken on who I am, it actually says it there. So that's great.
Perfect.
Ryan cancelled at half-5, guys. So, as expected, the man is pulled out again, unfortunately.
Aye, if only. Gogsy 99, how's things, bro? I don't know what that angle is. If you want me to paint you like a French girl or that. But...
I don't know. I'm not lying on my bed this time, so I don't know.
Good.
But aye,
we're on our
everyone.
Feet. We're on our feet.
Some posture.
And can I just say, by the way, we were talking off air before we came on. I was like, Gogsy, fair play to you, mate. Obviously, his team lost, and we're going to obviously speak about that in a couple of minutes. But he never lets us down. He doesn't shy away. Always turns up. So shout out to Gogs.
Yeah, even when you don't want him to, he's just there.
He's always there, unfortunately. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, kidding on, top man, Gogs.
Nah, we love you, mate. Right, we're going to dive in because there's actually a lot of football to discuss this week. So we're going to be diving in again. Make sure you be sharing your opinions. Shout out to the boys, James Hunter, Wolf, Connor, Scott, Blair, Little Keemstar sees all in the comments. Shout out to you guys. So we'll go to yourself, Gogs, as you're eating your dinner. Which game would you like to speak about first, son?
Yeah, I'd like to speak about game of the weekend: St Mirren 3, Livingston 3.
Told you that was going to be the game of the weekend. I told you.
You did, but I disagreed.
We usually start off shite and work our way up.
Oh,
we do.
But no, right,
I had already started.
We're blowing our top. Right, on you go, Gogsy. Break it down for us.
St Mirren came from 2 goals down to claim a dramatic point in a 6-goal. What?
It's all right, mate. You're choking a wee bit. It's like that beginning scene at 8 Mile.
I know. I'm going that quick. I'm choking on my teeth.
Round 2, mate. Round 2.
Anyway,
Let's go.
We'll start again. St Mirren came from a 2-goal deficit to claim a dramatic point in a 6-goal thriller against Livingston. The visitors took the lead in Paisley through the first Suda and trade of a junior Mariah tap-in.
Yep.
Suda extended Livy's lead after the break before a brace from Jonathan Abika levelled the scores. St Mirren remain in 9th, 3 points clear of Hearts and Hamilton. And meanwhile, Gary Holt's side moved into 8th, while just only 1 win away in the league this season. Also, one fantastic stat I came up with was it was the first time Jonathan Abika had scored multiple goals in a game since scoring for Swindon Town in 2016.
I can see that. I can see why by his finishes. I can see why that's a stat.
To be fair, he scored over it this season.
I know. It's one of the things where things just seem to be hitting off him and starting going in now. The luck's finally started to turn for the big lad and he's getting goals. But Dev, we obviously speak about Livingston quite a lot, and obviously I've kind of became fond of St Mirren this season. We all kind of thought this could be a good game with 2 footballing teams, but I think we were both blown away when we seen the scoreline. But shout out to one of the guys in the comments, because I actually remembered you did say 3-8, and I threw that up on the screen a wee bit earlier. It's gone now, but thanks for firing that back in. But what was your thoughts on this game then? 6-goal thriller.
Seriously, I did not expect that many goals at all. I can't remember my exact prediction, but I think I took Livingston just to, pip it, maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1 or something like that. And when Livingston go ahead quite comfortably, you're just expecting St Mirren to get beaten the game, but they just came back brilliantly. Some good finishes. Obika just being the catalyst all day long. He set up the first goal. He scored the other 2. I got a wee bit of luck. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that, and he got that certainly. He certainly did. But I thought Suda as well for Livingston was unreal. His 2 finishes for me. The first one was good, but the second one I thought was even better because there's literally only one place he can put it, and it's round the defender, the near post of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper can't do anything about it. I thought he was exceptional all day. I thought the 2 teams were good, and probably a point is a fair result for the both of them.
Definitely, mate. I think that is the perfect way. Obviously, I guessed a 0-0, but I thought it was going to be an entertaining 0-0. Slightly off with the 6-goal thriller there, but just the range of goals that come from Livingston, you've obviously got the physical, you've got the set pieces, and then you've got St Mirren just refusing to give up. Now, we need to talk about the goals, obviously, because we're kind of just brushing by. There was a wee bit of luck. The first one, the big man's just kind of hits off him and goes in, which we'll take that. We'll take them all day. But the equaliser, to make it 3 each, I think I lost count on the deflections that was there. It was fantastic for the big man. And I love that he's like celebrating as if he just put it top corner. Did you see him? He was like,
he owned it.
That was me. I did that. I put that top bin. I loved that. Right. But there is a couple of decisions we obviously need to talk about. There was 2 penalty shouts, one for St Mirren and one for Livingston in the game. We'll go to the St Mirren one first. Should it have been a penalty for you, Div?
No, it's not a penalty for me. I don't think that it was a penalty.
No, I don't think so either with the St Mirren incident. Gogsy?
I completely agree.
Cheers. How's your food, mate? You want to give us a quick little review of that?
Oh, it's a solid 8 out of 10.
Oh my God, exceptional.
Just like you.
Exceptional.
I think his arms are doing his side. They can't do it about it, and I don't think it's a pen. No.
But the one, the one that's really got a lot of people talking, and I find this one so interesting, the fact that it just accepts the yellow card. For me, this looks like it's a stonewall penalty. Every time I look at this, I'm like, why did Robinson just get up and accept that wasn't a penalty kick? Because he gets clearly kicked. My mama's seen that. Someone break it down. Div,
I'll tell you why he gets up and accepts it. Because he dives.
No way.
He dives, bro. In my opinion, I think he's dived there. There is contact. See if he's not going down. The contact comes in and it takes him out the game. But I've watched it so many times and I'm wondering to myself as well, why is Robinson getting up and he's not saying anything? But the more and more you watch it, Robinson is going down before the contact comes in. Right, if it stayed in his feet, for me it's a penalty all day long.
Getting kicked.
All day long. He's took it past the player, the leg comes swinging in, and he's going down. So for me, I think that's why Robinson got up and he just took it. He just took it with no complaints.
The reaction can tell you the entire story.
Pretty much,
when you first see the replay, it looks a stone wall because it looks like it gets kicked. But the fact they just gets up and goes like, well. But Gogsy, you're a technical referee here. What's your decision on this one? Because it's close. Give us it.
I mean, I can see why the referee booked him for diving, but I've also seen those types of penalties given.
Oh, they're given a lot,
because of the inconsistencies of refereeing. But I think the referee got that one spot on.
There we are, then, ladies and gentlemen. We've heard from people. Some people saying that it's kind of mixed in the comments. You're getting some people saying it was a penalty, some people saying it wasn't a penalty. There's also a question that came in there asking us if we think St Mirren will go down. I certainly don't think so. I think they're a very good footballing team. Div?
No, I don't think St Mirren will go down. I mean, you never know. You just never know with Scottish football because like teams like Hamilton, for example, they always just seem to come good in the run-in. And then you've got Hearts. You're just expecting Hearts maybe to pick it up, and St Johnstone as well have always been a mainstay. But I just look at them and I think their front three for me, they just look really athletic. They create a lot of chances. Yes, they don't take them a lot of times. And if players like McPherson can step up, like week in, week out, and technically be good and chip in here and there, I think that they should have enough to stay up. And now that they're starting to take some of their chances, I think Obika's on 7 goals for the season now. So he's scoring some goals, and that was a big problem for them earlier in the season. So I just look at them and I just look at Abika as well, and I think he has attack. So is the other wee dude that scored the first one, and then the left winger is as well. So I just think I've just got a wee feeling St Mirren will stay up this year.
I hope so as well, because they're playing football the right way. You know what I mean? They're not just sitting there being defensive. They try and get on it. They try and do their bit. So I'm hoping they're staying up. But anyway, we'll move on to the next game, and it's going to be yourself, Devaniel, that picks.
Oh, let's go for it then. I'll go for the Aberdeen Hamilton game. 1-0.
Because it's the shittest one.
I would say so, I think so. There was obviously a lot of 1-0, just not to spoil it for everybody. I'm sure everybody already knows the results anyway. But the game was 1-0 to Aberdeen. Cosgrove way the goal. And there was a lot of chances, I thought, in the first half. But what I thought was really interesting was the fact that although Aberdeen had a number of chances, McInnes made 2 substitutions at half-time. Yeah. So I think that was maybe him conceding that he had to make changes in order to actually break the deadlock versus Hamilton, because they didn't score until the second half, although they had quite a lot of chances. Hamilton had some chances here and there. but no enough, obviously, because Dougie wasn't playing, and because of that reason, I'm absolutely finished. I'm finished with Hibs. I'm finished with Hamilton. I'm finished with Hibs or not, but I'm finished with Hamilton. I've got no sort of feeling towards them anymore. I would like to, on the show right now, officially, just tell everybody that I hate Hamilton. Sorry to any of the Hamilton fans.
Over.
That's it.
Who doesn't?
They broke my heart a couple of weeks ago. So now I'm every Lanarkshire derby, one of the biggest derbies in world football, I will be supporting the Steelmen. So that's kind of all I've got to say in the matter. Cosgrove got the goal. 27k that guy cost, which is crazy. And he's just banging them in. He's a goal machine. And that's everything I've got to say, lads.
I basically got in my notes here. You kind of summed up. I said very, very boring game, quite putrid. Aberdeen were on top for the most of it, but again, the difference maker continues to be Cosgrove. Yes, that's it. It's the difference between a decent team to a half decent team. You know what I mean? Like, he is the difference maker every single week for them. He's a very good player, and I'll be very surprised if Aberdeen's able to hold on to him for much longer, if I'm honest with you, especially when we get into the summer. Maybe through winter the Wolves to keep them, but somebody's got to be looking at this laddie. Barefooted, tall, strong, physical, can score, and he's just got the swagger and arrogance now. You can see that. See what I mean? Just the way he gets the ball. And his build-up play is getting better. And that's what I've basically got on my notes there. I went, Sam Cosgrove, once again, the difference in his keeping Aberdeen moving up, which obviously, unfortunately, replaced Motherwell at third, Gogsy. That was a...
You're keeping it warm for us.
Cheers, Gogsy.
Cheers, Gogsy. I appreciate that.
Keeping it warm for us.
Right. The referee was actually pretty clean in this game. There wasn't too many incidents we need to actually break down for once, but there was a handball incident right in the 92nd minute, I believe, of the game, or right about that time, and it was a handball in favour of Aberdeen. It was kind of bounces up, so I just wanted your opinions on this one. For me, it's kind of reaction. It's not really one of these, but because his hands are gone up, I think maybe it should have been given, but it's one of the ends that, I don't know, lads, if you're starting to give that for a penalty kick, like, is everything just going to be it? But it's the fact these hands are up rather than gone down. I can see why Aberdeen fans are raging, and I've been tagged in a lot. So, Dev, what about you, mate? Penalty?
I'm on the same boat as you. I think it'd have been really unfortunate if that was given in the game. So,
and it wasn't as if it like cost them the game or anything. Like, the game was done at that point.
The game was done.
Wanted to blow the whistle and go home. He had seen enough. Gogsy, what was your thoughts, mate? The old technical ref.
Yeah, I'm the absolute same. I just think the rate football's going, you're going to give a penalty for kicking a ball because it'll hurt its feelings.
Hey, that's good. That's a good line.
I like that.
So that's just there's not really too much else to clean up in a game. We're not trying to just brush right by them. It was a very, very bad game. I was pretty sure Dev, if he was picked first, he'd have picked that game and get out of the way.
The only thing I would say is I thought that Wilson, Ferguson, McGinn were a lot better at supporting Cosgrove. Cosgrove was getting some chances and stuff, but the rest of those players were chipping in. They were playing really good football. Ferguson starting to come into his own in the game. That is whether he can take that forward. Obviously, still a young player. But Wilson and McGinn as well, I thought had a strong game. And that if Aberdeen are going to, challenge bigger teams consistently, then I think that those players do need to step up more, because if you do isolate Cosgrove, we've seen what happens. Generally, Aberdeen get beat. So if they can start getting closer to the guy, then I'm sure they can pick up some more results consistently against bigger teams.
Right, before we wrap up, Joe Drover writes, and what do you make of the draw? We're actually going to speak about that later on, just because obviously there's a couple of teams. So we're going to break that down, Joe, just after we get through the games, mate. So thanks for donating to the channel as well. We'll definitely be breaking all that down. The only thing else we forgot to mention is there was a fantastic goal line clearance from the Hamilton defender as well, but that was it. That was literally the one thing Hamilton sort of offered in the game, and it was a defensive little.
Didn't even have a shot.
You know what? I actually thought that Hamilton missed Lewis Smith because he never played. He wasn't in the squad. Because
the direct running.
I think maybe I think he's got a wee injury or he's picked up something, but I think they actually missed him, which tells you a lot about their team. Yeah, he's a good young promising player, but you're looking for somebody else maybe to step up in these games, but I think they definitely missed him in this.
He's definitely their driving force. It's kind of he's the one that gets them like up the park every single time. So definitely was a miss for him, especially in a game that they kind of needed to show a wee bit of sun. But again, we'll move on from there. Right, speaking of showing a wee bit of sun, my game I'm going to pick is going to be the Hearts manager's first game in charge.
Lethal.
The Stendhal Revolution.
Oh Jesus. Sorry, Hearts fan. Sorry, JVC. I know you're going to be watching me. I know you tune in every week, but by God, Hearts are bad, aren't they? Oh, Christ. I mean, it was all set up. If this was a fairy tale, ladies and gentlemen, the new manager finally comes in. He's got home game versus a team that's right next to them near the bottom. That's where everything turns around and you beat that team and you start going up the table. But life's not a fairy tale, ladies and gentlemen. And St Johnstone just went after them. Yeah, it was like they could smell blood in the water and they just continued to use their pace, just tearing into that back line, going after them constantly. Yes, Hearts had a couple of opportunities to score, but I think Hearts as a football team was quite lucky they never got 2 or 3 none. You had Hickey making a phenomenal defensive effort when I think it was O'Halloran, wasn't it?
Aye.
Was that wanker? He went by the goalkeeper. Hickey does absolutely brilliant to keep delaying, then reacts very well. And that's a case that you saw all damn day. You had a phenomenal save by the goalkeeper, point blank. I believe it was from Hendry just a couple of minutes before he scored. So there's a lot of work to be done at this Hearts team, and you definitely did not see that new manager boost for the players. Same players, same problem. Big man's got a lot of work today. He has for this Hearts team.
What was like? Oh, sorry.
No, mate, on you go.
What was so weird to me is the fact that Austin McPhee and Levine are still there and kicked about. I just don't understand it. The manager had to confirm that Austin McPhee wasn't going to be on the bench. But for me, the fact that the two of them are still getting a wage at Hearts right now is absolutely dumb. It's dumb. It's absolutely daft. And if the players are seeing these sort of characters walking about in the training ground, maybe not Levine, but maybe McPhee, or whatever, there isn't going to be that bounce because it's the same old thing. The only difference is there's a new guy sitting on the seat, sitting on the gaffer's seat. He's not got his own backroom staff or anything like yet, I don't believe. No. There's just nothing changed at all. I don't know if they've got him in on the cheap. There's a lot of Barnsley fans that actually hype him up, saying that he's a top manager because he actually done really well down there originally before he just went downhill dramatically. But it was just the same old thing for Hearts. But something that I did notice, the fact that I think St Johnstone, their style of play was excellent to play against that Hearts team. Hearts do not have legs, no pace at all. So they were able to hit them on the counter. They've got fast players. They've got MOH. They've got Matty Kennedy. They've got players that have got a wee bit of pace.
He was brilliant as well.
And this was the difference, obviously. The goal was scored at a set piece. Hearts interestingly were doing zonal defence. I don't know what they were doing. And it's just a free header. It's just a free header right into the back of the net. And that was stupendous. And then it was booing at the full-time whistle. So it wasn't a good day at the office. And they're looking like relegation fodder at the moment, unfortunately. Hearts fans that are watching.
Definitely. James Hunter actually fires in. Does it prove it's not the manager, it's the squad, or is the manager already kind of shite? All right, that's basically what he's saying. I think it shows there's a hell of a lot of work to be done at this football team from top to bottom. It's not just the players and everything like that. If I was that manager, I'd be saying, get Craig Levine gone, get Austin gone. I want my guys, and I didn't want boys lingering about who's failed previously. They need to. It's like a comedy club right now, and it's like Hearts were expected. They spent quite a lot of money. I mean, Naismith's on a hefty wage. You hear all this stuff. They did not expect to be obviously anywhere near there. And it's, you look at the squad, good player, young talented player, good player. But something's wrong in that football club and it's rotting them to the core. You're really seeing that. Perfectly summed up there against St Johnstone, who are equally as bad, let's be brutally honest. But
100%.
One team turned up there wanting to win the game, and that was St Johnstone. You already talked about MOH Kennedy. I thought was very good. But I want to give Callum Hendry a special shout out there because he got subbed on for Stevie May, right? There's no expectation there. If you kick a football, you're winning at that point. But I thought he changed the game because he added a bit of directness and physical and willing to run. Because Stevie May's just stands there. He's like, look at my long hair. I'm cool, right? He just does that. But I thought Hendry was putting the effort in. Yes, he should have scored before he did, but I thought he was excellent and he changed the game and he got the goal. And I thought they were excellent. But Gogsy, let us know what you think about this game. St Johnstone 1, Hearts 0.
I thought Hearts were very lucky to only lose 1-0. Obviously, St Johnstone had the early, really should have scored. I mean, the fact that O'Halloran put it straight at Hickey, either side it's a goal.
That's so MOH, isn't it? There's everything brilliant to the last bit.
That's why he's thinking hit the target.
And then, of course, Hendry missed that chance right before he scored as well. So it was 3-4 it really should have been. And Hearts' goal difference is just a wee bit better because of that.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. And that could be absolutely vital. There's sorry, on you go.
Yeah, it could mean that. Well, I don't know who St Johnstone have yet next week, but this could start perhaps St Johnstone maybe looking up the way as well now.
Yeah, you never know, mate.
I wouldn't get ahead of yourselves, Wilson.
Oh, you never know.
So the one thing I noticed about St Johnstone coming into this team, it didn't look like they're like, because you watch St Johnstone play and they turn up before the whistle's playing, they look like they're already getting beat, but they were like, we fancied ourselves, and that's an indictment on Hearts itself, to the fact that a team that's playing so bad and getting spanked and everyone can turn up to their stadium and say, aye, we're better than you. There's something deeply wrong when players and bad teams like St Johnstone are thinking that, man. I don't know, if I was a Hearts fan, I'd be very, very nervous. I know everyone keeps saying they're too good to go down, they've got too many good players, this and that. We're in December now.
That's
it. Do you know what I mean? And they're only getting worse.
So was Leeds United, you know, back then. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've seen that Arsenal fan TV thing as well.
100%. St Johnstone have actually got St Mirren at home next game. Sure, we'll talk about that when we go to the predictions, but that's a decent wee game for them as well. The other thing I noticed in the game, we identified Machino as probably Hearts were lucky to get nil. I like that. Very good, Dr. Teddy Cat. We identified Machino as being Hearts' key man in this game. Doesn't start the match. What's happening? If you're going to start him against anybody, we bit of buzzing about. He came on actually, and I thought he was again Hearts' best player.
He always is.
Pitch. He just seems to always be, and he's no starting. I don't get it at all.
I mean, that's kind of a long list. I mean, you talk about Harry as well. Like, he's off on loan and everything. They've got good players about, but they're just continuing to make the wrong decisions. But I think lastly, what we've got to say is they need to get rid of Levine. They need to get rid of the split in the squad, and they need to get players who want to play. Because you've got January, and if you want to dump the players that don't want to play, dump them. Because there's a big difference between having good players that can't be arsed and half decent to average players that's going to work for you. I'd much rather have the latter than the first one, like, definitely.
That's it, mate. 100%.
But anyway, we'll move on to the next game, and it's going to go back to yourself, Gogs, the 99er. What do you think, mate?
See, we'll go.
We'll
go Ross County 1, Kilmarnock 0.
Another shite game. That's it. Let's get this shit out of the way. Come on.
Yeah, keep the shit rolling. Ross County forward Lee Evans scored with the last kick of the game against his former club to ensure the 3 points stayed in Dingwall. And I'll open the floor to you boys.
Oh, fucking excellent, man.
Superb, Gogi. What sort of journalism?
As you mentioned there, Lee Evans, he was the man that got the goal. That's now the second most famous thing he's been involved in his life. First, obviously, being getting a left hook off of Bilal Mosney. But that was some finish for him. Stuart's there, man, usually getting the goals. Mackay at the start of the season. He's been a bit part player coming in now and then. I thought he was decent in the match. There's actually a lot of chances, and he took that chance well. The first strike coming off the crossbar, and then he showed a wee bit of composure to put it in the net as well. But Kilmarnock as well, they've been picking up results without playing too well, I've thought. And just in the last, obviously, this game, that's maybe one you would expect them to put in more of a performance.
Even last week was a bit of a...
That was it. That's it. But they've been getting results before last week. Without actually playing too good of stuff, without actually having some really standout players. I think that the big players have got to do more. Definitely. Up there in Dingwall. That's a hard game, but I'm looking for more. If I'm a Kilmarnock fan, I'm looking for more of the likes of Brophy.
Definitely. He really went off the boil.
That's what I'm looking. Aye, that's what I'm looking at. In particular, good young player. He was in the Scotland squad a few months ago. Just no doing it. I think he's still on 2 goals this season. Absolute pants.
Yeah, Cammy McFarlane actually is obviously a Kilmarnock fan who tunes in every week. He says 1 win and 8, picked up nothing recently. We're honestly woeful, no threat and no right back. It's definitely, they let players go and they've not replaced them. And I'm just watching that game of football and I'm just looking at Kilmarnock. They didn't look like they think they're going to score. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like half-assed, 35-yard efforts for Brovs. You've got Chris Burke hitting a free kick for 40 yards in the corner.
Chris Burke's the best player, isn't it?
By far, and that's a problem. Because he can't run anymore. But he's still the best, and he still runs more than everyone else. It just shows you there's major issues in this team. But I'm not want to take anything away from County, because obviously County's been having they had a good start, and then they died away, and everyone's saying, they're going to tank. But slowly but surely, again at home, Dingwall's always a hard place. They're making it difficult. And you kind of touched on the goal. I love the initial shot, the strike right in the 92nd minute. But what I really like is the fact that he didn't stand still. And if you actually go back and you look at the shot, the initial one gets tipped onto the crossbar. Everyone else stands still. He is the only one that runs in, and he's got 2-3 yards of space. But he doesn't panic. He doesn't just rifle it. He actually just gives the goalkeeper the eyes and tucks it in the other corner. That's quality for him. Absolutely brilliant. And they deserve the win. I know Kilmarnock maybe had more shots in the game, but if you look at where they were coming from, and Christ's sake, man, they're just rattling shots for anywhere like it couldn't be bollocked.
100%.
So I'm not.
Lee Irwin has got quality. We know this. He's been a promising player. He was at Motherwell. He went on to Leeds United. He's definitely got a bit about him. But Gogs, you've probably seen him a wee bit more than us. Tell us, what's lacking? Why is he not playing at a high level? Why is he not a consistent starter for County and scoring goals every week? What is it that's missing for his game?
Well, I think the fact that he moved too early in his career, he made. I think if he had stayed on at Motherwell for another season and matured as a player, because he only really had about 8 good games.
This is about Jake Hasty, isn't it? This is Hasty.
It is. It's absolutely about Jake Hasty. It's his fault.
It's always Jake Hasty's fault.
Always. If in doubt, blame Jake Hasty.
It's always. It's no matter what story Gogsy always talks about. Always goes back to Jake Hasty every single time. I love it.
Absolutely. No, but he got offered so much money, and I mean, at that age, you're seeing all the checkbooks, and you're like, oh my god, we'll go there. But
the common theme with young talented Scottish players.
It is a common theme, and that's why the Scottish game's lacking, in my opinion. It's because you see some good talent, and then all of a sudden they're shown Las Vegas, and it's just all up in the air for them.
All Leeds, Las Vegas, Leeds, basically the same thing, isn't it?
It's a common theme because Leeds are always scouting Scotland for good talent.
That's probably why they can't.
I think it boils down to, are you good enough? You know what I mean? We've seen Billy Gilmore go down there, and a lot of people have said he's not going to make it. Chelsea have had a transfer embargo, but he's still playing. He's still one of the youngest youth players that are breaking through and getting a game for Chelsea now and again, getting on benches and stuff. I think it boils down to if you are good enough, if you really do want it, or if it's just all about the money. Because once that money starts pouring in, it is just down to mindset. It's whether you want it or you don't. And then I think that's why a lot of young Scottish players do go on, they move on. Gold being another prime example. I mean, that guy came back to Hibs last year, and what did he do? He done nothing at all. Maybe it's a bit of misfortune. Maybe it is just that money pulling in. Maybe it is the mindset.
Folk are just greedy bastards. That's what it is. I mean, it goes back to Fraser, like that boy for Aberdeen. I get it, though. Red boy. You've got Scott. He was tipped for the Stars. You had Goodwillie. You had all these different players that all had talent at one point. They jump at the first. You think one of them would go, you know what? I've seen the Curious Tale of Scott Allen, and I didn't want to go down that route of sitting on the bench. But why didn't they never learn? It's so weird. They always think, I'm going to be the difference.
They always think the grass is greener. And do you know what? I do sympathise with them a bit. I understand. Like, if somebody comes to you and you do think that you're a player, and you do, like, a lot of them will believe, a lot of them I genuinely believe that they think they can go to these teams and they can actually make an impact. Otherwise, what's the point in playing the game? So I do sympathise with some of them in terms of if somebody comes to you and goes, right, I'm going to quadruple your wages, or I'm going to, do you know what I mean?
I'm in. Where am I going?
Exactly. I do sympathise with them on that, but that's where it ends.
It's one of the ones that just continues to hold back the Scottish football. But again, football's a short game, man, or a short career. You could break your leg next game and all that money's gone next again season. I mean, look at Turnbull. He's obviously had a lot of injuries now. There's no telling what he's going to be like when he comes back. And that's where a lot of the comments are coming. Gog says, is there any updates given Turnbull? I know there was a ridiculous rumour that he was back, but can you give us an update on Turnbull?
He's back on the bike. That's the only as funny as that sounds.
I had a really bad joke in my head that I can't say live.
I know exactly what you were thinking.
You felt it.
But I felt it. But he's back training anyway.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people's asking if you're drunk, Gogs, yeah.
Always.
I'm still a wee bit hungover from yesterday, I must say.
But I wonder why.
Somehow had to dream the sorrows.
We'll do it. Right, we'll move on to the next game then. And unfortunately, I think it's actually back to yourself there, Div, is it?
It is, mate.
Right, your next game. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's two games, but fair enough. I'm going to have to go with Celtic 2, Hibs now. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. It was just, there was actually a couple of times in the first half I thought Hibs had some promising opportunities, a couple of good passes and stuff like that. Definitely some of the Hibs players have picked up form. Christian Doidge, he's actually just been named the Premiership Player of the Month.
Who would have thought that?
Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? He's got 7 goals. I think he had 0 going into the month. So do you know what? Congratulations to him. Fair play.
Big Doidge,
exactly. Big Doidge just scoring goals. So there was some players that went to Parkhead obviously fully confident. Canberra, some of the midfielders have got a pass in them. Allen. So they had a couple of opportunities, but in the end, Celtic, they were just too good for them. They had too many opportunities, and they took a chance just before half time through Frimpong, who I know Celtic fans are absolutely ranting and raving about. Lennon was going about saying that he's the best young player he's ever seen at his age. So that's obviously a great compliment for him. He gets a goal. Edward, who wasn't really at the races, I'm seeing, he gets a goal as well. He is improving and becoming a goal scorer and scoring every week. There's no doubt about that. He's got finishing, but he is getting better at scoring week in, week out now, even at a low percentage. But it was just really a turnover job in the end, especially in the second half. After the first goal went in, I thought that Celtic just had too much for Hibs. But it's not an embarrassing result, I don't think, for Hibs. They went there, they had a couple of opportunities, they went for it, but that was really it. And it was just turned into a bit of easy game for Celtic then.
I was actually very surprised at the fact that they weren't setting up so defensively. Going to obviously Parkhead because yet another home game for Celtic, and I know. You got Hibs there, but they didn't just go there and part the bus. They went for them. They tried to match them constantly, and clearly it never worked because Celtic got about 7 or 8 opportunities in the game. But I think it shows you under Jack Ross that you're going to see a different Hibs team when he's able to get a couple of transfer windows. When he gets his end players in, I think you can see that he isn't one of these managers that's going to come up here and play defensive football. He wants to play out for the back. He wants to play attacking football, fast and counter attack. So it's an interesting one. But I just thought, even saying that, at some point you think, maybe put someone else just at the back. Maybe just put someone there because they've won 25 shots. It's half time. Maybe just put a defender in there. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm not a manager. And the game just kind of went away from them. But I thought Frimpong, if I'm being honest, was the best player on the park. I think he was outstanding. He created chance after chance. Like you said, if Edouard was at the races, he could have had 5-6 goals. Like, honestly, missed chance after chance. But Frimpong was excellent. And Celtic, again, just do the job, turn up, win games. That's what they do.
It's one of the first times this season as well, Celtic went into the game after Rangers. A lot of the times Rangers have been the team that have been chasing Celtic, but Rangers picked up a result and Celtic went into that match second in the table and they had to win, which I think it does add a wee bit of more added pressure, certainly for the fans.
Maybe at 30 minutes, they start to hear the old, the groans in the crowd. Around, yeah.
That's it, mate. That's it, 100%. But Celtic obviously deal with that. They go to victory and they move on to the next home game.
Yeah, Parkhead's always a difficult place to go as well. I think Hibs will go away for that game saying we had a couple of half opportunities. If it wasn't for a fantastic defensive slide challenge, was it Ayer in the first half for that wonderful challenge when he looked like he had rounded Fraser Foster as well, just by his movement. It looked like he had sold him, but phenomenal slide challenge for them. So I think they'll go away for that game confident. But if you're a Celtic fan, you're looking at that saying, long week, loads of games, turn up, another 3 points, job done. Hibs can be difficult. Anything else you want to say about the fixture, Gogs? Super.
No, we're all good. Yep. Rolling Hearts to be Celtic on Wednesday for the supporters. But yes, move on to the next game, please.
Super, mate. Right.
We're going to be to give a shit about Celtic or Hibs.
No, he just does. You can just see Gogs like he's like, don't worry.
You watched it.
Who? Right, we're going to talk about the next game. And Dogs, no offence, mate, but I'm actually just going to give this back to sharpdiv because when you're introducing the games, you're just basically telling the scoreline. So we'll give it for one more second. Right, Div, can you break us down the Rangers game? Then we'll hand over to Gogsy for the other view. So I want to have your view.
Yeah, obviously, you go to Fir Park, notoriously a hard place to go. I think Motherwell always put up a good game. versus us. But I thought Rangers dealt with it really, really well in the first half as well. I thought we were really good. We controlled the game. There was a couple of naughty challenges as well. Donnelly, I thought Donnelly's challenge on Alfredo Morelos was naughty. He was probably lucky to get away with just a yellow, but he gets a yellow. He gives him the benefit of the doubt, and we move on. I thought Rangers looked much more like assured in terms of attacking set pieces. With Katic in the team, obviously Helander, he was out. Katic comes back in. The guy he does things for a living. Do you know what I mean? There is a couple of times you do start, because we've had Helander and Goldson for so long now. Some mistakes in that creep in. I did start seeing Katic's that his positional sense wasn't maybe as good
as Helander's.
That's it. Although, do you know what? He's got other attributes about him, and we've seen that in the corner.
To get back.
He's got pace, and he attacks corners with some sort of velocity, the man. He's like a steam train, puts it in the net for Rangers. It's 1-0, get into half-time, and it's great. Then the second half comes, I thought Motherwell actually started to play a bit better, had a few opportunities. The Alan McGregor save that you spoke about earlier is just world class. I mean, that's got to be up there for save of the season already, because the boy's literally just there. He's thinking, get a touch on it, and it's in the back of the net. And
Chris Long thinks he scored. You see that?
Chris Long literally, he thinks he's already celebrating in his mind, and just Shagger comes out of nowhere like he does and saves it. Rangers got up the other side of the park. Good play from Aribo, who got to give him a good shout out, because he's had a lot of criticism this year, and he's playing in a position that he's no used to playing in. Right wing, the last couple of games,
he was excellent,
brilliant. Even midweek as well, he was class, and he sets up Alfredo Morelos. Morelos celebrates, and the rest is history. Because I wasn't at the game, so I had to turn the game off after that. I'm no lying. I turned it off, then I turned it back on. I turned it off again, I turned it back. I was genuinely that fucking upset with the decision that was made, honestly, because I watch Alfredo Morelos week in, week out celebrating, and when the cameras go away, the man, he loves it. He loves that wee celebration. We've seen the highlights of him doing it already, and I just think as well, even if he is having a bit of whatever banter with the Motherwell fans, you can't have one rule for one guy and no another rule for the others. So if you're going to start brandishing yellows and reds and all that sort of stuff for that, you need to do it week in, week out. And I see it regularly at Ibrox as well, mate. I see it regularly at Ibrox. So if going forward that is the standard, then fair dues, we accept it, we move on. It's good that we've got the second best striker in Scotland to step in versus Hibs after the first goes out. And I just picked up a game, comfortable. It's a comfortable game. I've been going on for a bit, so I'll let Gogsy maybe have a say. Hopefully he's had time to process something to say after that wee monologue.
On you go, Gogsy. Well, Gogsy 99 up.
Well, I thought from the word go, I thought we were off the pace. I thought we didn't raise our game like we should have done, because I mean the previous 3 games we'd basically cruised them against St Johnstone, St Mirren and Hearts, and we hadn't really faced any other problems. But that's because we're playing against shite, and then we're playing against a good side in Rangers, and I think it's just a difference in quality between the top 2 and the rest of the league. But we started off all right. We had a great chance when Chris Long rounded Alan McGregor. He should have shot straight away. Had he just drilled it at the goal, you never know, might have gone in, might have gone 10 miles wide. But I'd rather than shot. It is Chris Long. He shot instead of just had a wee finesse square ball, because that's just a load of shite. In that situation, you've just got to drill it.
Brilliant defended by Tavernier, by the way, I've got to say.
It was great defended by Tavernier.
Game defensively and
offensively. But he was allowed to come back and make that clearance because Chris Long wasn't quick enough in making the decision in what to do in that situation. But after that, we had nothing in the first half. Absolutely nothing. Then, of course, there was the Donnelly tackle, which I was surprised he was still in the park after.
Technical referee here in Spfl.
I was thankful that he stayed on the park, because I mean it means he doesn't miss the game next week.
One nasty
but
wee bastard,
apart
can I
from
just say
that-
as well before we move on? Nasty bastard.
What?
Oh, he is. He's a wanker.
I mean,
He's even gone off the
he's
park
there-
and everything like that. And then all that shit he was doing to Ryan Jack off the park, and the referee shite bags it. And
What?
he books Jack for Donnelly going up to Ryan Jack, but he doesn't book Donnelly because he'll be sent off because he shot himself. That was embarrassing, man.
Sorry, CJ. I wasn't watching it on TV, so I wouldn't.
You would have
know
saw
that.
them though. You would have saw them.
What?
You would have
I'm
saw
at the
them
other
arguing
end
each
of the
other.
ground.
But
I
you
was at
still
the other
saw
end
the
of the
game.
ground.
But
Aye,
you still
but
saw them. He should have been
we were-
booked. If Ryan Jack's booked, he's going to be booked as well.
we were too busy flicking the V's up at the Rangers fans.
I bet you didn't understand what I'm saying. If one player's booked for an incident, how's the other player not booked? You're the ref. Explain it to us.
Oh, I know. I don't know.
I'm asking you as a
I'm not John
referee.
Robertson. I'm not John Robertson. I don't know.
I bet if two people are booked for an incident, or if they're booked, if one player's booked for an
For
incident, why's the other
coming
player booked?
together.
Yeah.
Fuck those, mate. Fuck those.
I need to ask you as well, Gogsy. You weren't too happy with the referee's performance, just like obviously the Rangers
No,
fans weren't
I
happy
thought-
with it. Can you tell us a couple of situations where you weren't happy with it?
Well, I was relieved at the
Oh, you didn't
Donnelly situation.
I was really.
Relieved. Then, of course, I thought Morelos should have got booked before he actually did for his first booking, because he was persistent fouling, and he actually kicked the Achilles heel of Declan Gallagher in the first half, and that was a bookable offence.
Should have kicked them
And
harder.
then,
You seen that one, but didn't you?
Aye, oh no, they weren't throwing the
I
V's
saw that
up.
bit.
They weren't throwing the V's up at that point.
I saw that bit because I saw that bit because I was going for my half-time pie. But
Of course you were. That's what they call
yeah,
So you
Yeah,
think
of course it
Morelos
is.
should have been booked before that then?
yes, I think he should have been booked. And then, of course, what else would you like to challenge me on before we talk about?
I'm not challenging you.
Elton
I'm not
Sinclair?
challenging.
No,
I'm
no,
not
that's
challenging
fine.
you. You told me that you weren't happy with the referee's performance. So I'm asking you
Yeah.
to tell me what parts of the referee's performance you weren't happy with in
I
favour
thought-
of your team.
He was quite indecisive at times as well.
He's a bit
I
shite,
thought, well, oh yeah. Also, Rangers should have had a penalty in the first half, which I'm also relieved at. The,
Oh, that was horrific,
Mugabe's-
I
actually.
forgot to say that actually.
Yeah,
Mugabe.
Mugabe's foul on Morelos, he pushed him over. Also, Rangers had another claim for a penalty, the handball on Jake Carroll, which I didn't think it was actually a penalty because his arm was in the 6 o'clock position. It's within the natural silhouette of his body, so therefore
Don't come on this show and say natural silhouette, son. All right, we know that.
You should release a T-shirt that says that. I quite like that, man.
Gogsy's natural silhouette by 6 p.m. I'd buy it.
No, in fact, it should just be a bodysuit, including it goes right around your face and all over your body, and it just says natural silhouette. I'm giving you good merch ideas and everything, Gogsy.
No, but to be fair, on you go, Gogs.
We'll put that in the pre-order sale with Peaks and Valleys, aye?
The peaks in the valley. But to be fair to Gogsy there, I think because obviously we're spending a wee bit of time on this one now, I think Gogsy said the referee was quite shite for a lot of incidents in the game, and he's not coming out for just a Motherwell perspective. He is being fair and saying we should have had a penalty. That wanker should have been sent off. All this stuff. So
it was also the Grimshaw.
Oh yeah. With that as well.
What did Grimmy do?
He kicked Morelos off the ball, studied him in the back of the calf.
Did he? I must have missed that.
Nah.
That's all right, mate. You must have been throwing up the V's or getting pies at that point.
Yeah.
Did you miss it? Did you miss the Devante Cole stamp on Kamara as well, and then the raked in Achilles on Joe Rebo in the 6 minutes? Did you see that one? No. Right, it's
No.
But it's one of these things, right? The referee's going to miss things, right? We're not coming out here saying they need to be absolutely perfect, but there's some clear incidences they're just missing every single week now, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? It's getting worse.
The worst one I saw is that offside decision last week. I can't get that, and it's just it is week in, week out. The referees.
I'm fucking sleep.
We asked people that watch the show on Instagram. If you're not following us, by the way, Spfl show, we are absolutely killing it at the moment, posting all the time on there. But we asked on there what people wanted to talk about, and I'm telling you, response after response, It was all about the referees. We'd love to just come on here, talk about the football, have a laugh at that. But
great.
when that would be tremendous. But when there's decisions like the ones we've seen, and even that Hearts one last week, that was the worst I thought.
Pies are good at Motherwell.
Against Motherwell. What's that? The pies are good. Oh, was that a question?
Yeah, I was just responding to a comment. Sorry.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Thanks.
Play on.
Play on. I love it. It's like a referee. He's in his referee persona at the moment. So he is.
The one player that really impressed me, just to talk about from the Motherwell perspective, the one player I thought the goalie was outstanding.
I mean, we've got to talk about him.
If it wasn't for him, it'd been 9-0.
Like, honestly, see that free kick save, right? Even when the game's dead and buried, the fact that he somehow got to that and tipped down to the... Because I thought BB just hit the post and I was like, that's unlucky. Then I saw that he saved it and I'm sitting thinking, fuck me, can we come up against one shit goalkeeper? Can we just play one team that's got a shit goalie? That'd be great. I'd love that. I'm sick of playing goalies playing balls out. We had one at midweek. We had another one here. Had one last week. But honestly, he's a very, very good player. I know Gogsy's kind of up and down, but when it clicks, he was outstanding. And like you said, he saved it for 6 or 7-0. Could have genuinely been for that goalkeeper there. Brilliant performance for the goalie.
Absolutely.
Right. And if also, right, the other incidents, obviously, with the Motherwell fans throwing things at Morelos, there's been lighters, there was a Bovril thrown, there was all this. And there's no place for that football game. We're not going to come out and say
there's absolutely no place.
Yeah, Govkey's obviously a diehard Motherwell fan, but we can't blame him for anything like that. Obviously, it's a shocking incident that happened. Govkey, anything you want to say about the incident before we move on?
I mean, I've got respect for all football players that make it to play professionally, because that's all our dreams. And the fact that we get to pay our way into the game, to go and watch the game, and then you decide to chuck stuff at someone who's doing their dream job. I just think it's wrong.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Gogsy wasn't one of the ones accused of throwing. I just want to confirm that. Gogsy, you were not one that... You were throwing up the V. Yeah, you were doing that. You're like, woo! But you wanted to throw
I was doing that.
Right.
But,
super.
And the red card as well. You were throwing that up and all, Gogsy.
I've seen the red card.
That was back in 2015, mate.
He's always got the red, just in case. He's always got it.
Yeah, just the red.
That's the first thing that came to my mind, man, when all that was happening.
James Hunt asked their thoughts on Aribo. I thought he was outstanding in the right back.
Aribo played a good game.
Very, very good game.
Annoyingly, he played a good game.
Who was the standout from your perspective, Gogs? You've seen obviously the Motherwell fan. Who, and for the Rangers' perspectives, really stood out for you in the team wise?
Don't know. I think it was as I say in my vlog. I think you couldn't ask. I think you couldn't ask for a away performance apart from the red card. I thought Rangers were outstanding in almost all the fields, and unfortunately, it came against us.
Even chance creation as well. I thought we were creating a lot of
chance creation.
Morelos literally just, that boy just keeps going and going. You've got to admire him. He misses chances, but he just keeps going. The grit, the determination, the amount of abuse he receives, and all that. The fact that he just keeps going. He loves scoring goals. The guy must be on a big goal bonus, I'm telling you, because he is persistent, and he was great again in that game. Got to say.
Brilliant. So a complete performance there for Rangers. That's what I kind of said. It was a comfortable performance. I didn't agree with Morelos getting sent off, but again, that's kind of dead and buried. Rangers aren't appealing the decision, so he's going to be missing the Hibs game. And then what were you saying, Gogs?
You can't appeal a second yellow anyway.
I know. Exactly. There was just people asking in the comments if it was going to get appealed, or if there was any chance it could play. There's no way it can be done for that. So he's definitely ruled out of Friday's game versus Hibs.
I don't think we need to talk about Morelos' red card anymore, because everything that needs to be said has been said about the situation.
Yeah, it's kind of been broken down in law. Again, because you came with Scottish media, it's like they broke down every single aspect of that man's life. But as Chris Boyd said, if it wasn't Morelos, it wouldn't be getting shown. And I think that's the perfect way to end this week's weekly roundup. Now, we obviously have a couple of things to discuss. We've got the predictions for next week's, what we'll do last. We've got the goal of the week, which we'll do now. The players of the week, and then we're going to react to the Euro draw for the two Scottish teams as well. So let's go goal of the week very quickly. Gogs and 99er, what are you thinking?
Goal of the week. I think it's got to be Suda's first goal. The way he placed it into the bottom corner from just outside the box. We'll go with that.
Like that one. Daniel?
Mine is actually Suda's second goal.
Really?
Because the difficulty of the finish, ruin the defender, the close control. I thought that was tremendous. That's mine.
And my pick is I was going to pick the St Mirren Ford one just for a laugh because it takes 24 intercept. It was like watching Happy Gilmore play, but Cammy McFarlane's actually stole it there. Lee Irwin. I just like the fact that he followed up his effort. I know it's technically a tap in, but the way he reacts doesn't give up.
Was it 1-2?
He's basically 1-2 with himself. Phenomenal.
Love it.
Right, let's go for our 5 players of the week then. Gogsy, we'll start with yourself again, mate. 5 players of the week.
I'm gonna go with Suda Obika for his fantastic forward play. Lee Irwin for the goal. Cosgrove, and my other one is Al McGregor.
Oh, fair enough. Fair, mate.
Right.
You see, that's
because of McGregor's save. At 1-0.
Phenomenal save. Div.
I'm going with Frimpong at 5.
Okay.
Murray Davidson at 4. Lee Irwin at 3. Obika number 2, but I'm going Suda for the number 1 spot this week.
Right, I've kind of went a wee bit different. I went with Hendry because I thought he changed the game for St Johnstone when he came on. I went with Big Obika, obviously, at number 4. I actually went with Baxter, the Ross County goalkeeper, as well. I thought he made a couple of very good saves in the game. So I went with him just to try and make it a wee bit different. And I went with Frimpong and Aribo as the 2 hanging players that really stepped up to me. I just thought their both individual skill and their ability to beat a man and create chances. I think if the forwards for both teams were a wee bit more on form or a bit more clinical, they've had a lot more assists. So I'm going to go with the 2 creative players this week. Special shout out to Baxter. I thought he'd done brilliant for Ross County and nets. But let's see what the people's had to say then. You've got Alan Chalmers writes in number 5, Motherwell's goalie. Good shout there. Frimpong at number 4. Irwin at 3. Katic at 2. And Joe Aribo at 1. Cammy McFarlane writes in Soda. Irwin, Cosgrove, Frimpong, and Joe Aribo. Is there any other one? James Hunter writes in Jack, Morelos, Aribo, Shagger, and Arfield. He's no biased though, all right? He's no biased. That's the main thing. Kevin Wakeham writes in Alan McGregor at 1, Mark Gillespie, Frimpong, Sora, and Opika, as I like to call him. And the last one is Matthew Duff, and he writes in Frimpong at 1, Cosgrove at 2, Gillespie, Katic, and Irwin at 5. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Right. So before we finish up on the old predictions, let's react to something that's just happened then, ladies and gentlemen, give our thoughts and opinions on the Europa League draw. Round 32. Gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to say that. Good team, I'm not saying that they're shite, and no, I'm not going to laugh about them and say they're crap, but looking at the draw, the potential opponents, well done, Bonabir Barisic. Good on goal, son. I see what you've done.
He knows.
Gogsy, what about yourself?
I think for both sides of the Old Firm, I think they've got quite respectable draws. I'm confident both sides will go through.
That'll be massive for Scottish football. Like the co-fed points will absolutely times 10 if we basically get through to the round 16, which is also interesting because if both teams do, they could potentially draw each other because the separation is obviously removed after round 32. So can you imagine that?
Imagine that. Rangers v Celtic in the quarter. Oh yeah.
Last 16 it would be if they were in the
Oh, that would be vicious.
But hopefully I get hospitality again. That would be it.
Oh, you jammy lucky bastard. Dave, what was your reaction to the
I watched the draw for an absolute age. Rangers were the last team to come out. Oh my God, you're just waiting. And then see when Red Bull Salzburg came out, I was buzzing at my tits. I'm not going to lie. Did not want Red Bull Salzburg. I'm really happy with getting Braga. Obviously, Braga are undefeated in their group, but domestically they're 9th in the table, which I believe they're about 17, 18 points off top spot. Porto are in second, a team that Rangers handled twice. Played really, really well against them. So going into it confident, but can't be too confident. I think Rangers certainly have the harder draw, but I'm happy with it 100% because, as you say, it's Bernabeu. He just knows, didn't he? He knew what he was doing. Porto get Bayer Leverkusen. That is an incredibly hard draw, I believe. And then obviously Celtic get Copenhagen. This will probably be the 700th time that they've played Copenhagen in the last 5 years, so I'm sure that their fans will be buzzing about that trip. But I'm very confident that both teams will get through. So a lot can happen now in February, but I'm very confident. And just a wee note as well, I believe the game's going to be played on the Wednesday due to the fact that they're in the same city, Porto and Braga, so Wales will get the Wednesday.
Share them at the same time.
That's it. Right. That'd have been the same.
I've already begun my notes, boys. That's it. It's already started, boys. The preview's already getting done. But just looking at it from the Rangers' perspective, already started to have a wee look at them and everything like that. Good team, certainly good players that can show up on any given day, so it's definitely going to be a walkover. But it's going to be interesting to find out a wee bit more at them. But I'm comfortable with the draw. And on the Celtic end, just to give my thoughts, because obviously Ryan Mullinate can't be bothered to turn up. I think they'll be delighted with that. Delighted with that result as well. They'll be buzzing with that one.
100%. Because they know Copenhagen. It is, but Celtic know them. Do you know what I mean? They've played them that many times, so they know them, and they beat them every single time. So they'll be going out there really confident and comfortable. So
yeah. So Scottish football, like yourself, Gogs, their teams will be sitting there like, oh, we might get a couple more spots here. This is fucking brilliant. Can't wait to get knocked out of the qualifier. Yes, brilliant.
And the night we're going at, we'll have like an extra European spot, so there's more chance of us getting something.
And getting Albania or something. Like that.
The way that they do it though annoys me, because if Scotland do finish top 15 in the coefficient table, we'll not get the 2 Champions League spots, no that next season, but the following season. And that's just irritating, isn't it? But it is what it is.
Definitely. Right, so we'll move away from there then. Again, it's going to be I wouldn't say walkover games, but I think they're good, solid games, especially if you consider the home form and everything like that as well. But we'll break them down more in this channel in the day before. Trust me, lads, I've already started to watch them. There's already a player that's really stepped up and looked. But again, I'll break that down in more detail. But now, it is one of my favourite parts is when we jump to the old predictions for the upcoming week. So make sure we get involved in the comments and I will read you out after we spin around. Div, if you don't mind stepping in for Ryan Mullinate, you'll do a better job anyway.
Absolutely, but I must point out my wee mistake. I've got Copenhagen mixed up with Rosenborg, unfortunately. Shows you how much attention I pay to Celtic. But honestly, I thought it was Copenhagen that Celtic played all the time. So my apologies.
You could have said any team that played Celtic, I'd be like, aye, because I watched them.
Aye.
To be fair, they both played anyway, so you're all right.
Aye, so let's move on to the predictions. We'll go to the first game, which is on the Friday. It is Hibs versus Rangers. CJ?
Catch me Thursday.
What about the Hearts Celtic game?
Oh, it's Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Right, anyway, Hibs Rangers, CJ?
So catch me on Thursday with the preview, lads. Don't worry, the cream mode's also coming back. We've got a busy week, but Thursday you'll find out my prediction for that game.
Gogsy, I know you love Rangers. What's your thoughts about that one, mate?
Oh no, I don't love Rangers. I don't love Celtic either. We'll go 2-8 draw.
Let's go with Switzerland.
2-8 draw,
of course.
And I'm gonna go with a 3-0 victory to Rangers as well in that game.
And that actually comes in exactly the same as Cammy McFarlane as well. Bobby Forsyth thinks 3-1. You've got Alan Chambers writing in 1-0. You've got Thomas Lee going 3-1 to Rangers. Kevin Wakeham 3-1 to Rangers. And Daniel Bowl also writes in 3-1 to Rangers. Seems to be a recurring theme. Next game?
Gogsy, you pointed it out, didn't you? The one that was on the Wednesday. So that means we'll be doing 2 predictions for Celtic, innit? If they're playing on the Wednesday. Because they play Aberdeen on the Saturday as well. So should we just do the 2 of them at once then? It's quite hard, isn't it? It's quite hard to predict what Celtic's next result is when there's 2 games, though. But I guess they're all coming, aren't they? But Celtic Hearts. Oh my God, 5-0 Celtic. Honestly, not even going to piss about here. CJ?
Celtic at home again.
Celtic are away at Tynecastle.
Oh, aye. Rangers' next home game isn't until at the end of February. I believe it's Braga. So Celtic have got a lot of home games, but obviously it comes as swings and runabouts, innit?
I'll obviously even up, but I just like to joke and annoy people with that when I say that. But I'm going to go Celtic 4-0. Hearts are putrid.
Oofed. Gogsy.
Very nice word. I think we'll go 5-1 Celtic.
5-1 to Celtic. So nobody's got any faith at all in the Jambos.
Right. Oh my God. Kevin Wakeham's written 6-0 Celtic. This will make me sad. This and Blair Russell. Come on, I was relying on you, Blair. He goes 4-0 to Celtic. Derek writes in 4-0 to Bulk. Thomas Lee, though, he's chipping in. He's gone 1-1. Thomas Lee, you're new officially my favourite, along with Callum McCracken for writing 3-3 in there as well. You've got James Hunter goes 2-1. And Peter Ramsey writes in 4-0. Not you, Peter. Not you as well. But anyway, we'll move on to the next game.
Next game, we will go with this shower of shite, Hamilton versus Hearts. I'm joking. Shower of poo.
You've already said it, mate.
Nice. We'll go. God, you can't even choose both teams to lose. I think
I would
2-0
2-0 Hamilton. 2-0 Hamilton.
Oh my God. Right, I'll go next on that one then. I'm actually, although I've got this shows how bad Hearts is, doesn't it? My hatred is so high for Hamilton at the moment, I'm still going to go with a 2-0 Hamilton. Just the same as you guys. I think that they'll have enough in this game against the Standell Massive, or whatever you call them, TJ.
So what was the teams that's playing again?
It's Hamilton and Hearts, the two H's.
Fuck me. That's good. Oh God, 0-0.
Sounds like the 0-0.
That's my 0-0 of the week, man. Billy Atkin writes in 2-2. You got Chrissy Ladyweed, writes in 0-0. Jamie 98 0-0 as well. Matthew Duff writes in 4-4. Swafts writes in just Blair Russell. Exactly. JP writes in Hamilton 1-0, and the last one comes in from Hoddy, and he writes in 1-1.
Right, next one. It's probably the biggest of the day. Celtic Aberdeen at Celtic Park. I'll kick us off here. I think it's going to be. It is a hard one. Aberdeen are 91 as well. No matter what here. 91, and for good reason. So I'm probably going to go 2-0.
Derek likes to bend over and just give it to them.
Pretty much. I'll go 2-0 Celtic. I think Celtic will have too much for Aberdeen in this game, and they'll strangle Cosgrove. But you never know. CJ, what do you think?
4-0. I think Aberdeen's push when they play Celtic. I don't think the ball are turning up. 4-0.
Gogsy.
I'm going 4-1 Celtic.
You've been generous saying they're going to score.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm relying on Celtic to win this game.
Oh, because you need them to win for the position in the league.
So you love Celtic, is that what you're saying? All right. Clip that.
There we are. Tam writes in 2-0.
I've never said that, so...
Adamski Gaming writes in 3-2 to Celtic. Derek Muir writes in 3-1 to Celtic as the sheep always lay down. It's just one of the things. I just wish Aberdeen tried as hard against Celtic as they did against Rangers. I'm not trying to say there's some, but there clearly is. See, when you see it, like I just wish they'd, and probably if they had that mindset for every week, they'd be.
That's a derby, isn't it? It's a derby for them. That's their biggest game of the season against the Rangers. That's their derby.
Thomas Lee writes in Aberdeen to bend over, but it's going to be 1-1. That would be interesting. That would show a bit of fight. And the Celtic as Aberdeen will bend over. The only thing I will say about Aberdeen is if they do actually just turn up and they just create even a half chance for Cosgrove, he can put the ball away. But again, he's just starved for, even against us, he's starved for service. So it's all going to be about Cosgrove in this game as always.
They need to play Celtic once and actually just go for it because they're going to get beat regardless. So just try. Just try.
Oh, great, Lee. Face on. You're a good player.
Exactly. Just do it. Hopefully the score in that game is Blair Russell. That'd be great. Next game is Kilmarnock versus your boys, Motherwell. Gogsy, do you want to kick us off on that with some great analytics?
This has got the billing of potentially one of the greatest days ever.
It has. Sorry to interrupt. I'll just give you my prediction. I'm 0-0. Continue.
2-0 Motherwell, then hitting the tune afterwards. Come on. It's going to happen.
Tremendous. CJ?
I've gone for Blair Russell. I think that's the way it's going to end in the game. It's going to be a very tight and contested Blair Russell. But in truth, I'll go, sorry, Gogs, 1-0 Kelly. It's the way it goes. Every time you think Motherwell's going to win, they lose.
Yeah. I know. That's the thing. And Kelly have gone on some bad runs, so
it's lined up. I'm not trying to be wide. I just think
the stars have aligned. We are going to get beat by some stupid deflected goal in the last minute.
Is Abika playing?
He's just like Mark Menzies writes in 2-1 to Motherwell. Bit of love there. William goes 1-0. Nathan, the Rangers fan, writes in 1-1. You've got James Hunter going 7-2. Wow, Kelly, that's an interesting one. Redwood Squirrel writes in 5-5. I like that number. Alan Chalmers writes in 5-0 to... Oh, come on. That's a sore one. Sorry, Gogs. An Exotic Flames writes in Motherwell will win 3-1. There you are. And he's even a 5-0 Motherwell. There you are. Kicking off.
Hey, it's happened before. Let's happen again.
There we are. Right, next game.
Again. Next one's at the Spaghetti had. It's Livingston versus Ross County. See, did you want to kick us off with this feisty encounter?
I think you've kind of summed up. I've expected challenges. I might even see a couple of red cards in this game of football, but I'm going to go 2-1 to Livy. 2-1
to Livy. Right, okay. I'm going to follow you up with that as well. I'm actually going to go... In fact, I'm going to go 2 each. I think we might see another high scorer. I read your mind there, Gogsy. Sorry, mate. Something keeps just happening. Aye, your Wi-Fi signal just happening.
It's just the telepathic knowledge we've got.
Oh, let's not say that. But so you're 2 each as well.
Yeah, I'm 2 each, all the way to the bank.
James Hunter actually goes 0-0 snoozer. Andy F goes 0-0 boring. Luke O'Hara writes in 1-0 to Ross County. Peter Ramsey goes 3-1 to Ross County. Now that would be a bit of a surprise. I'd be very surprised at that. Blair Miller writes in 3-3. And Alan Chalmers writes in 3-1 to Ross County. Wow, I'm actually really surprised that a lot of people's backing Ross County. Fair play, lads, fair play.
Seeing as Livingston won the reverse 4-1, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. So
it's a surprising one.
You ken me. I just never back against Livy when they play at home, no matter who they're against, unless it's us.
No,
they're just unreal on plastic. They came out of the day.
Livingston's turned an away game at Livingston's turned into the dingo, honestly. It's like nobody wants to play there. They would rather Ross County away on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Brilliant, tremendous. The last game we're going to speak about, again, it is a very, very good encounter. One very, I don't know. Nah, none of them are that good, to be fair. But we like one of them. It's St Johnstone versus St Mirren in the battle with the Saints.
Oh, the Saints go marching.
Gogs, did you want to kick us off on this?
I think St Johnstone's going to carry on with their form and win 1-0.
It's never been said before ever. That's the first time. I'm going to back the St Mirren boys. Come on, boys. 2-1. 2-1. Say it again.
Obika.
Actually, he scored all 3 of them. Own goal, everything. He's involved.
Obika hat-trick, yeah.
Do you know what? I thought that St Johnstone's style was perfect in playing against Hearts. I actually think St Mirren are the opposite for St Johnstone. Yep. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to St Mirren in this. They're starting to find their feet. They're starting to score some goals. I'm going to go 2-0 to St Mirren. Big game again at the bottom end.
There we are. Sarah writes in 3-2 to St Mirren. Ashley writes in 1-1. You've got Thomas Lee goes 0-0 again. Thomas, you're not expecting a good week, eh? You really aren't, mate. I love it. Blair Russell surprisingly doesn't go with Blair Russell. He goes with St Mirren 2-1. Adamskate Gaming goes 3-2 to St Mirren. And James Sutton goes 2-1 to St Mirren. And the last one we'll read out, we'll scroll to the latest one. And we'll stop it right there. And it comes from Hodgie again. And he writes in 2-0. With a big man getting a brace. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's the predictions. That's the recap. That's European thingies. Busy week. I know I'm 10 minutes long, lads. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for everyone getting involved in the comments as well. I do greatly appreciate it. If you don't mind hitting the like button as well, it shows us that you guys want to see this show continuing again. Dev, can you tell me where they can find it on our own social media pages in case they ever want us to talk about anything on the show? They can send it there. So
absolutely, mate. You can find us on Instagram at the SPFL Show. You can find us on Twitter at the SPFL Show as well. And Gogsy, he's just started a petition as well. Gogsy, do you want to tell us what the petition is?
Want to go, Gogs?
Petition?
Was it no you that started that www.rodcott.co.uk now? No, sorry, that's embarrassing. That's actually really embarrassing.
That was
really embarrassing. Sorry, Gogsy. Sorry, but you can find us there, guys. SPFL Show. We're posting regularly. Every time there's a wee bit of news, we'll try to get it out to you guys. Try to become a wee bit more engaging as well, where you use voting polls, tell us what you wanted to talk about. We've talked about a lot of subjects here tonight. So if you're interested in that, you can find us there. Boom.
Perfect. And that's it. And also, if you're ever interested in actually being on the show now as well, that's the best place to get in contact, because we're obviously looking, because Ryan is so unreliable, to get other people in there as well. So that's definitely a place to go. But want to finish up then? We'll start off yourself, Gogs. You want to tell me they can find you on the internet, mate? You've got a new vlog out as well.
Yeah, on Instagram at Gogsy-san, on YouTube at Gogsy99. The vlog is rendering right now. Hopefully it'll be up tonight. So if you all want to check over there and say, get it right up, mate. Yeah.
They'll be
Get
there.
it right
They'll
up
be
there.
there. Dev, want to tell me where they can find you, mate?
Get it? Wow, that was well. You can find me youtube.com/sharpdiv. I'm returning to YouTube after the new year. I don't know. I've just had to try and think about what I want to do going forward, but I'm definitely coming back. Love making videos and that. So you can find me there after the new year. Instagram sharpdiv, Twitter sharpdiv7 as well.
Perfect. And I've been Sieging Over 92. As always, you can find me right here on this channel, on Twitter and Instagram as well. Anything else is not me. It's just not. Even on PlayStation, there's a Sieging Over 92. It's not me. Okay, I do apologize, bro. But as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next week. But bye. And then this is always the awkward part because we're